Do you use social media?
Yes, I did.
Do you like it?
Yeah, it's pretty fun.
It's pretty fun. That's
Like
nice.
get to know people and all this stuff, what's going around.
Do you feel like it adds to your daily life?
Yes.
As you can see from my interview, the person I've interviewed was Pranay, and I had asked him, do you use social media in your daily life? And his answer was yes. A lot of people in our age group, even people that are not in our age group, use social media in their daily lives. They some love it, some dislike it, but they use it because that's their only form of communication with people. There's a multitude of reasons as to why people use social media, and some find it entertaining, some find information that they can only get from social media, because things like TikTok you can go into deeper dives on. You can find like tutorials, you could find DIYs, and just people with more like experience. Unlike with like Safari, since it's a search engine, it's not really somebody talking to you. It's just more of like what the internet has to say. So
Yes. When I'm bored, so we can use it.
Like entertainment wise?
And yeah,
That's good.
TikTok and Snapchat, Instagram, Facebook.
That's good. Do you feel like you can live without it?
No.
No? Why's that?
I mean, it's in my daily routine.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I wake up, I need to see something.
Yeah.
Like the Snapchat notification, my friend's phone or something.
Well, thank you.
as you can see from whenever I asked Pranay, can you live without social media? He said no. I asked him why. He said it was part of his daily routine. I feel like throughout the years, especially within the past like 10 years, we've become a little dependent on social media. A lot of people's jobs depend on social media. Like a lot of people gather like people that they know, gather opportunities off of social media. Social media is like Instagram, TikTok. A lot of these social media apps can be used as tools to further somebody's career. And then there's also a downside to social media where like there's like red pill content, like where people just like dehumanize certain like groups of people. There's a lot of different categories into social media, and that's what makes it very controversial, because some people think that we don't need it at all. Some people like think that we do, because it's like furthering our knowledge on how the world works, how, and like just like expanding everybody's knowledge on like how people live and respecting their like traditions and everything like that.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I wake up, I need to see something.
Yeah.
Like the Snapchat notification, my friend's phone or something.
Well, thank you.
Now, whenever I asked Pranay, like, he said that he needs to see something in the morning, whether that's his friend's Snapchat story, Facebook, or something. Now, this can go down the rabbit hole of addiction. I'm not saying that Pranay has an addiction, but the overconsumption of using social media can lead to addiction, and this can lead to detrimental what's the word I'm trying to look for, detrimental like effects on mental health on teens. And it starts first whenever we become dependent on it, and whenever we feel like we need to have social media and to look at something. Like, I'm not here to judge or say how anybody should live, but I'm pretty sure the thing that you shouldn't do whenever you first wake up is to look at your phone and go on social media. You know what I mean? I feel like you should wake up, brush your teeth, take care of yourself before you see what other people have going on.
The impact social media platforms like Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok have on the public, notably teens, is unquestioned. But what's still at play is how much of that impact is negative.
We saw a big decrease in teen mental health, increase in depression, which was pretty well time-locked to when social media got really big and when it became super engaging.
That year or two, as puberty is just beginning, is the second most important time for adolescent brain development, reorganization, for our entire lives. And there's a lot of growth and a lot of changes that are happening at the precise time that we're actually handing them a device that we know makes their brain react in unexpected and dramatic ways.
As you can see from the video that I had just imported from ABC News, social media can be very detrimental to teens, including the process of puberty, especially between the first and second year the process of puberty. It can lead to depression, and it could lead to side effects that could last for the rest of their lives. This is really bad. This is like, our brain is how we think and how we function as a society. Without that, it's gonna be bad. Like, that's all I'm gonna say. Like, and like the guy said, you're handing your child a device that can like twist their brain and like make them see the world from a different place. They could literally find whatever they want once they get that device. Like, and especially once they download those social media apps, then they can become biased on certain topics like politics, religion, racial stereotypes. Like, there's a lot of things that go into giving such a young person the world. Basically, you literally open their eyes and like make them see everything that we're seeing.
Back in May, the U.S. Surgeon General issued a warning, calling the youth mental health crisis the defining public health issue of our time.
We see rates of depression and anxiety and suicide and loneliness going up among young people. And I'm concerned that social media is an important driver of that.
The Surgeon General points to 2019 research finding teens who spend more than 3 hours a day on social media face double the risk for mental health issues like depression and anxiety. And a lot of American teens are spending more time than that. A poll this month found just over half of teens say they're spending at least 4 hours a day on social media apps.
According to Today News, social media can cause things like depression, anxiety, and suicide among teens. These are the worst things that teens can have nowadays, especially whenever the problem is avoidable. Social media can be deleted, social media can be diminished from society, but according to recent studies, kids who spend over 3 hours on social media a day are more prone to conditions like depression and anxiety. But in the interview, they said half of the kids that use social media are going over 4 hours a day. That's crazy. That's overconsumption. And that's mind-boggling, because that just alludes to whenever they said that over 3 hours causes depression and anxiety. And for this upcoming generation, this can be very detrimental to them, simply because of the fact that social media is becoming more of a necessity, more than just entertainment now.
There's so many funny videos and I just keep scrolling.
I think like when I'm scrolling, I'm just forgetting and just avoiding everything else in my life.
I watch TikTok like to fall asleep.
The first girl that was questioned in the interview said that she scrolls and proceeds to forget about everything else in her life, which social media can be used as a great distraction to get away from reality for a little bit, right? But if you continue to use it and put your actual priorities to the side, it can lead to procrastination, and then eventually you just won't get anything done. I've personally been in many circumstances where I was just scrolling endlessly on my phone, and I just put all my important things to the side and was just scrolling endlessly, because there's so much entertainment on there that I didn't forget to do my work, but I kind of just forgot about the importance to do it.
NBC News also reached out to a lot of other social media companies about safety measures for teens. Snapchat, for example, has in-app parental tools. It's called the Family Center. It allows you to view your teens' friends and who they've messaged recently. You can restrict sensitive content. You can report any concerns that you have. TikTok told us they set a 1 hour daily screen time limit on teen accounts under 18, but the teens can enter a passcode to override that and continue watching.
A lot of teens.
Now, fortunately, the social media owners are aware of the side effects that social media can have, which is why they put the parental restrictions on there. 1 hour a day is great. You get your little, you can spread it throughout the day. It's not 1 hour a day at a time. For some reason, my TikTok account is under 18. I don't know why, but I just put the passcode in and then it overrides it. But yeah, I feel like parental codes protect children for the most part. whenever it comes to deep diving, and just in case like they don't go down that rabbit hole of just endlessly, mindlessly like scrolling with no end. So yeah. Today we've covered most of the aspects of social media. We've covered screen time, mental health, and addiction, and how it could be detrimental to teens' mental health. But there are also some upsides to social media, like the parental guidelines that they've added, or just the good things that you can learn on social media. Now, I want to ask you, what do you think of social media? Do you think we need it? Do you think it's fundamental for the youth? Do you think it's detrimental to the youth? What's your opinion?